Gungans. It had to be Gungans. This week, Padme owes Boss Nass a favor in Raiders of the Lost Gundark. Obi-Wan lets Anakin leave a doomed temple. Jango takes Boba on a final crusade before his death. And Dooku makes it crystal clear he would like a kingdom in the Outer Rim. I'm Brian Carey, and this is Cannonballs, a comedy podcast where we discuss the plot of all Star Wars media that Disney has deemed canon in chronological order, including books, comics, TV, and movies. I'm joined by my co-hosts and best friends, Aaron Laramie and Wesley. I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere. Not like here. Here everything is soft and smooth. Isaac.
Pull up! All craft, pull up! It's a trap!
All right, and Tudor's music is phasing out. I think he... I think on iTunes, he is like Toots or something. I should have asked him when I saw him, I don't know, 60 minutes ago.
God damn it, Brian.
Yeah, no one give me anything for free ever, because obviously...
Everybody
don't
go to
deserve it
Toots
here.
on iTunes, download it.
Just type in Toots, type in Tudor, Tudor.
Just download any music you see.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever you see.
It's
Doesn't
from
matter.
I Give You the Rights vicariously because you've listened to
Brian-
Cannonballs.
Brian gives you the rights. What do you mean vicariously, Brian? I'm not sure what you're referring to. That's a big word.
Speaking of big words, I've been, ear to the ground. I do a lot of
Ears.
fan interaction,
I know that.
a lot of fan engagement.
A lot of listening to the ground about the
ears
fans.
to the ground, ears to the ground, and people have been telling me, "Hey, Wesley,
Mm-hmm.
Wesley, I don't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating. It gets everywhere. Not like here. Everything is soft and smooth." Isaac,
I need to eat
he's
more
been
soup.
saying some problematic things.
Oh.
Yep. And basically, what they're saying is Wesley is conflating Shanghai Nights / Shanghai Noon with Around the World in 90 Days. And Owen Wilson wasn't playing the role he thinks he was in that movie.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
I think you're right that we're all conflexing our knowledge on Jackie Chan, and we're not quite conflating all the right things. I think it's I think it's good that you brought attention to this, or our listeners rather.
The community, the balls fanatics, they.
Yeah, as we call them.
Is that what we're gonna call them? 'Cause that's
I hope
horrifying.
not. I hope you guys can come up with something better, because I was just on the spot. They don't let us get away with little mishaps like that.
Of course.
They know their Shanghai Nights, their Shanghai Noons, they're Around the World in 90 Days.
They're Wild Wild Wests and so
Yep.
forth.
They're Rush
Mhm.
Hours, they're Rush Hour 2s, they're Rush Hour 3s. They're Jackie
Yeah, they're
Chan
Chris Tucker,
Adventures.
they're Chris Tucker
Yeah.
filmographies. Like they're an educated bunch, so we want to respect that.
So Wes, do you think it's possible you may have confruited Shanghai Night / Shanghai
I am
Noon
hungry.
and assumed Owen Wilson was in Around the World in 90 Days?
Did I ever say
It's
it
80
was-
days, goddammit, Brian.
However many days. Daryl, write in. Tell us how many days you're going to
It's
do it
51st dates, Brian. 51st dates.
51st days.
Yeah, Around the World in 51st dates.
in.
Yeah.
That's what Adam Sandler and Jackie Chan and Drew Barrymore.
Adam Wilson and Owen Sandler. That's your
Yeah.
favorite guys.
So
They
I
take
have-
a hot air balloon up into the sky and then they forget what the fuck they're doing it for.
Is it like Moody's Choice, like the Amanda Bynes show? Amanda, please, or just the Amanda show?
Mhm. Nailed it.
Do you remember Moody's Choice?
I do.
Moody's Point. Wes knows.
Brian, you're conflating that with Sophie's Choice.
Everything is Sophie's Choice.
We've got a real Jackie Chan's Choice on our hands.
Yeah, Jackie Chan's adventure going on right now.
I got a real Jackie Chan adventure. Oh, man.
How are you guys doing?
Good, I got soup, bro.
So I think we have
Is that wonton soup?
Yeah. Good eye.
You're
nice.
using a spoon.
I know, you're not using chopsticks for your soup. I'm confused.
If you rewind a little bit, I definitely tried using chopsticks for it. I don't know if you guys saw that.
If I rewind it, this is live.
The YouTube watchers are entirely motion sick now because Google Meet does not like to cooperate with any of us, and you guys are just fucking flip-flopping back and forth, so...
Flip-a-doo!
Yeah, I'm trying to not look at the screen, but...
So we have a Cannonballs First this podcast. One of our hosts is celebrating a birthday tomorrow. This is the first birthday of all of Cannonballs.
That is absolutely true.
Yep.
Again, thank you for bringing attention to that, Wes.
I'm so happy for you two sharing a birthday.
I know. Yeah. Both of our birthdays are this week.
Isn't it crazy? Me and Aaron were actually in the womb together. We're womb buddies.
And
as they call them, not twins, not brothers, womb buddy.
Yeah, look it up. Actually, don't. I'm sure that's gonna be some fucked up shit.
Yeah. Anyway, may already be hungover because tomorrow's my birthday, but we're gonna get through that, and I'm excited. So. We've had 2 weeks because of the end of season 1. We had our awards.
Why. Now that I was too drunk to handle it last week.
Yeah, actually, should we go over that? Aaron, do you have? I was only messaged. I'm gonna roll over here. Aaron, you make fun of Wes while I talk about. How
we make fun of Wes for not showing up. He was having a little good time. He was having a little pal around with his West friends and got a little too. He was drinking too many 3% beers and got a little too drunk.
Party guy. You guys should try it if you don't like getting drunk and you like things that taste really sour.
If you love the taste of beer.
So I hope I'm not going to have to contact our HR department, which is also me, but our intern Steph had to message me about Wes last week.
They have been spending a precarious amount of time together, and I'm happy that we're again bringing this to the attention of not just each other, but the viewers and the viewing public. And
so July 26th, which is Sunday, the days we usually record at 9:48, which is about an hour past when we usually start or try to start.
Which means she's right on time.
Yep. She says, "I don't think Wes is joining tonight. He got really drunk today, and now he's asleep. I tried to wake him, but he's not getting up."
What a great intern, though, like keeping you in the loop.
I agree. She should get a raise from unpaid. I'll double that. Double the unpaid salary.
Double unpaid now. I'll let her know.
Hey, that's not a bad deal. You should be sure to shout.
We're giving you a raise. You're going to be double unpaid now.
Yeah. Doubling your salary. Boom.
Yeah. Congratulations. for your
market.
But you're going to have to use that money to clean all the crumbs out of my bed.
Buy that house.
So, those 2 weeks off gave you guys plenty of times to write your haikus.
Oh, Brian, all the time.
Oh, fuck me. I forgot about that assignment.
I've been playing a lot of Ghost of Tsushima. And
what's the word?
I was going to say, I'm sure that's how it's pronounced. Tsushima.
I believe it's Ghost of T'Challa.
Ghost of T'Challa, and then you go Black Panther. Wakanda forever.
Wakanda forever. Ghost of Wakanda. That's one of my favorite video games.
Ghost of Wakanda.
Ghost of T'Challa. Come on.
Ghost of Tibbity-Doo.
So I got these 2 books because they were allegedly canon. It's very hard to find what might be in some of the canon universe. And, Star Wars, for the YouTube watchers who are not already passed out from their motion sickness from Wes and Aaron, I've got 5-minute Star Wars stories and 5-minute Star Wars stories Strike Back.
Fuck.
They are just short retellings of scenes from Star Wars.
Cool.
Wow.
So if we were going to go chronologically, the first story by Rebecca Schmidt is called Race to the Finish. It is the pod race from Phantom Menace.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Can we, you know what, for the rest of the stories, I think it'd be fun if you said the title and we just guessed what they were about.
That's fine.
I don't
I'll
think
do
that's
that for
a
the
bad
next
idea,
one.
yeah.
You'll totally
I like
guess
that.
the next one. All right,
So I'm gonna guess this one is about pod racing. Am I right or am I wrong about that?
Wes, your guess?
What's the title again?
Race to the finish line. Race to the finish line.
Is there like an ellipsis before that? You have to give it a long pause there.
I think it's about the racial injustices between Gungans and the Nagooians.
All right. Well, hear my haiku first, and then you tell me what it's about. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, shit. All right.
All right. Ready? Midi-chlorians. Choscroony Dopot Slimo. The only human.
I fucking hate you. You're a piece of shit.
That's on par with, from what I've heard, the quality
Ghost
of the haikus from Ghost of
haikus.
Tsushima.
Yep, that is about the
Did
same
you
level of
actually
haiku.
steal that from Ghost of Tsushima themes? Because I feel like you might have.
Aaron or Wes, I'll hear your haiku next.
I think Wes had it ready to go.
Yeah, mine's loaded up. You guys ready?
Yep.
Did you like it?
Some audio issues.
Yeah. You didn't hear it? Do I have to do it again? Should I do it again?
All right, so the next one
Well, that's rude.
is titled Short Negotiations.
Oh, fuck.
It was something we've already seen
Negotiations.
or read.
I think I'm leaning towards Yoda related.
Makes sense because he's short.
Yeah, not very tall.
That's a good guess.
I'm gonna go. See, relations. Is that when Yoda had that weird thing with? See, he never really loved Qui-Gon.
That's
I mean, in that way, you know.
You don't know
the way
that.
we wanted it.
Which one of them?
Both, of course. You know,
All right,
Qui-Gon's
so
got some
I'll read my
funky
haiku
tendencies.
before you guys have your guess.
Oh, you're the worst.
I already guessed.
Ambassadors here. Start the invasion at once. The Jedi escape.
I'm a fan, Brian. It's funny. Yeah, I'm all about it.
I thought haikus would be right up Aaron's alley. Wes is
It's
I can't even define a haiku.
Isn't it just basically 575?
Yep, 5 syllables,
Okay.
7 syllables, 5 syllables.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, anything at all you want. You can just scream for 5 syllables
Yeah.
long.
So there is a lot of garbage between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones Episode 2.
Mm-hmm.
So we're probably only going to have like 3 episodes. We're going to have
dang.
this one. Yep.
So is episode 2 going to be more of like a mid-season thing, or are we? I mean, I guess
don't
that's a
think anyone's
conversation that
keeping
we
track,
can have
I'll
later.
be perfectly honest. If they're still
You know,
tuned
and
in,
I
they're
think
real
that's
fans.
completely fair. Like, they're not going to be like, oh, well, this should be the season finale, but because that's how all of our fans talk.
Yep. Literally all of them.
Yeah.
But I think after Attack of the Clones, it'll get really fun. We'll start introducing guests to the show as we watch
for sure.
Clone Wars, the animated series, and maybe you guys will join me.
I'll probably actually watch that.
But
Aaron will probably get sick.
I'll probably get sick. So we're gonna go through 3 kind of one-off comics, a weird Disney YouTube channel short that was like a minute and a half long.
I like it.
That's short. Like when you say short, I'm thinking like 8-10 minutes. Like
Is that
literally
what the
90
short
seconds.
negotiation
I
thing's about? Yeah, you like that one, huh? You little giggly fuck.
So we got 3 one-off comics. We've got a graphic novel about Obi-Wan and Anakin.
Sure.
E.K. Johnston is fucking back with more Padme.
Oh man, do you
Will
remember
it-
E.K. Johnston?
Will the ending be Attack of the Clones? Probably.
Yeah, that's all that guy's good at.
It
Sorry,
just
EK.
is Attack of the Clones.
That's all she is good at.
Sorry, I apologize.
Twice.
Gotta use the correct pronouns.
All right. So, Forces of Destiny, Season 2, Episode 10, the 92nd Disney Star Wars YouTube channel short.
Gone in 90 seconds.
Yep.
Just like the wind.
So there's a Godzilla monster attacking Theeds in Naboo. You know, the biggest fish that we saw.
Godzilla, yeah.
Yeah. Padme figures out that it's looking for its baby and arrests the poachers.
And that's good enough.
That's the end of the story.
No, but I mean, like that's good enough. Like you're a huge monster, and you just you see the people get arrested, and you're like, well, at least
my work here is
well,
done.
the baby was returned. Great follow up question, Wes.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Yeah, like I thought, like they ate the baby already.
He's like, my job is done.
He's like, I'm mad because my child's missing, and then they're like, yeah, but we arrested the people that took your child, but your child was eaten. And he's like, well, good enough for me.
Gone. Yeah.
So, Raiders of the Lost Gundark. This was released a few years ago, and it was just a Star Wars Adventures graphic novel series. It's about Jar Jar and Padme between Phantom Menace and Clone Wars. You know, our favorite characters.
Of course. Well, I mean the main Star Wars characters.
Of course.
Yeah.
So it starts out, Jar Jar's looking for, and I wanted to quote him a lot in my notes. I'm sure, you know, both of you guys are looking at that. He's looking for tasties, and he finds a treasure map, and
yeah, I did see that.
Did you say treasure mapping?
Yeah, it literally says Jar Jar's looking for tasties and finds a treasure mapping to an ancient Gungan relic. Asks Amidala to help him.
Misa finds a treasure mapping. Can Misa have help finding the treasures?
Yeah,
Wes, you should have looked at the notes.
Should have looked through the notes. Oh man, a treasure mapping. I'm gonna start talking like that normally. And
so literally nothing's fucking going on, and Jar Jar's like, "Hey, I got this fucking treasure map." Anakin's not old enough to tell a story yet, so let's fill in some blanks. So Padme is like, this sounds like Boss Nass territory. I don't know if I want to go looking for an ancient Gungan relic. And Jar Jar's like, oh no, it was Boss Nass's idea. He says you owe him big time. I'm not gonna throw it on the scoreboard just yet. But it's suspicious, this old Gungan relic.
Yeah.
Just comes into Jar Jar's possession while he's looking for tasties. Yeah, that's like, I went to the fridge to get some snacks and I found a nuclear weapon.
Yeah.
Maybe like,
I found a gun in the fridge.
I'm like,
So anyway, Quarsh, our buddy, the rational mind on Naboo, who loves Palpatine, is like, hey, just be careful. You and Jar Jar, you always get into some trouble, it seems. It's still very happy-go-lucky at this point in the Star Wars universe. Padme agrees to go on this treasure hunt, and they're off. Nice. But one problem, the map is in Old Gungan, and C-3PO has been programmed to not translate it. Just kidding,
Why?
He's not there yet.
I was like, oh man, you know, you used to really trick me.
Yeah.
But yeah, they
used to be tricking us.
Oh man,
Jar Jar's like, maybe I don't really know where to go, but he kind of does. Anyways,
he stumbles his way into like the perfect place. Like he fucking
bubbling through traps, and they just miss him as he stumbles around
yeah,
them.
Exactly.
He bends down to pick up like a fucking shiny thing off the ground, and a spear goes over his head, and he's just like
across the fucking thing. Like,
yeah, and he's just always just like stumbling his way around, avoiding all the traps, trapping, if you will.
All the
trapping.
Gotta look out for the trapping. Meeson looking at the trapping.
Meeson looking out in for the trapping. So the relic, Jar Jar refers to it as, now this is 2 words. So shiny day blob ball.
So shiny day? I was gonna say that.
So shiny day. Blob ball.
I'm pretty sure that's just a bunch of words all smushed together.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
The more I look at it.
Did they have to write Jar Jar like this? Like, I feel like he's the most consistent character in such a poor way. Where it's like he's always the worst, but like if you like they write other characters because different people doing it, they'll write somebody else a little bit different, but they're always like, "Oh, Jar Jar, let's make him the worst."
Well, they'll have like different interpretations, and then they're like, "Well, Jar Jar's a piece of shit, so let's make him a piece of shit."
Yeah, he's like they found the relic. You know what he's gonna say? He's gonna call it a so shiny day blob ball. That seems good.
There's like a style guide for Jar Jar. They're like,
right.
Oh, if you're gonna include Jar Jar in this scene, here's your style guide.
You better say something.
If he finds a relic, this is what he would call it.
So Boss Nass says the so shiny day blob ball is old Bombad magic, and he hasn't seen it since he was bitty.
Since he was a biddy?
I'm pretty sure I understand.
Not a biddy, since he was biddy.
He was a biddy.
Nope. Since he was biddy.
I know.
Since he was Benny?
Yeah.
Since he was biddy.
Like Benny from Indiana Jones?
Yes.
Top 5 Benny.
Are you talking about Short Round?
What did you say? You say you're talking about Short Round? Yeah, that's it.
I don't
Nailed
know
it.
If I could name many Bennies. Like
Benny the Jets.
Benny, like I don't even know what Benny's short for. Like a Eggs Benedict. Benny.
Yeah, Eggs Benny. When Boss Nass was Benny.
Very true.
Old Benny Kenobi.
Old Benny Kenobi. Yeah, Benny Nass. Yeah, I think that's good enough. I think we made our point.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're looking at the map. There's some vines and a forest, and they're like, "Oh well, I guess we better go to this forest." Jar Jar's like, "I don't know where to go," but keeps leading Padme to the right place.
Yeah, where are we going? As he's like
we're inching up to a whole point on the Sith scoreboard, I'd say.
I agree.
So they get to the map, and there's not actually vines in this forest. They are slitherfish, which just look like snakes.
Mm-hmm.
Jar Jar's captured and tied up by these snakes, but Padme's like remembers her schooling and
tied up like in the vines. I'm like, did the snakes like rope him up, but they don't have hands? Like they're tying him like
they tie him up to a chair and they're slapping him around. Tell us where the shiny blob ball is, and he's like, Misa don't know it. And they're slapping him around with their snake hands. Yeah, I'd watch that.
Oh yeah, that'd be a great Disney short on the YouTube Disney channel.
Oh man, I can't wait.
Yeah, so she remembers from her Naboo schooling that slitherfish fucking hate light, and she just blasts some holes in the tree canopy and lets some light in, and they let Jar Jar go.
I wish they would have hated something that didn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like slitherfish hate onions. And he's like, good thing I got all these onions on.
Like tigers hate cinnamon.
Yeah, they love pepper. They hate cinnamon.
They hate cinnamon. They love pepper. Padme reflects on how she doesn't get to go out much as the queen. And they get to their next marker, which is this weird rope bridge. Jar Jar tells Padme that bridges are muy diabolical.
Is the bridge made out of slitherfish?
Yeah.
I want everything to be slitherfish.
It's a distraction. Yeah.
Yeah, the fish are back.
Fish.
And they have hands.
They slowly start developing into humans.
Yeah. By the end of it, they're just humans.
Plot twist, the rope bridge collapses, but luckily Padme still has her weird grappling hook gun that she had from Phantom Menace.
Oh, smart.
And swings across the ravine. Jar Jar promises there's not going to be any more danger as they head into this weird, creepy cave. And
of course, I'm sure he does. He's like, "No worries, guys. I don't know where we're going, but I'm sure it'll be fine."
Yeah, this is kind of where I'm going to give him a full Sith point. Let me get out the let me get out the scoreboard. I should be
not
prepared. This is not a scriptin. We should not a scriptin the Sithin scoreboard and
me ain't a listen.
So that puts us at 6. Jar Jar and his fucking Gungan relic, which is bullshit. It's probably some weird power orb or it's a Sith relic.
Dude.
It's just a fucking light bulb.
Sure.
It's a fucking light bulb, as Jar Jar may call it. Anyway, so no more danger. Heading into this cave. They're approaching.
No more danger.
No more danger.
Yeah.
That's it for the danger. And
There's this weird shrine. They see the relic. It's sitting on this pedestal. Obviously, it's like cobblestone bridge type deal. Very Indiana Jones. And Jar Jar warns as Padme's approaching this pedestal not to step on the cracks between the stones, as the old Gungan saying goes. Step on crackin', breaking your backin'.
no, is that true, or it just...
No, that is exactly what the comic said.
The comic said the old Gungan saying.
The old Gungan saying.
Well, the comic said that Jar Jar
Kraken.
said the old Gungan saying is step on crackin', breaking your backin'.
There's
So
nothing
Gungans
about.
came up with that.
Yeah, those the Gungans. Of course
That's
it was.
canon.
George Lucas came up with it way back
Step
when.
on the Kraken, break your backin.
Step
Breaking your back?
on crackin', breaking your backin'.
Jesus Christ.
So Padme grabs the relic and a Gundark appears, which is this
Oh,
weird fucking humanoid bat gargoyle thing, which apparently eats Gungans. That's its diet.
Oh shit.
Sounds good.
But much
It doesn't
like
eat humans.
Slitherfish hate light, Gundarks hate loud noises.
Of course.
So you just scream at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Jar Jar screams because he's scared, and they
He
escape.
knows. He's a genius.
They bring it back to Boss Nass, who reveals that the So Shiny Day blob ball is a Gungan delicacy, and they eat it.
I feel like that's a very Jar Jar, like, not twist, but conclusion of being like, yeah, that treasure that we found, it was a big old meatball, and then we ate it.
So at the end of the day, I guess he did find tasties.
He did. Smart motherfucker. That's for sure a point on the Sid scale. Brian. He's really
Wait, was that 2 total points or just 1 point?
No, just one total, but I agree. That was a very Sith thing of him to do.
He's like, I'm looking for tasties. How about this one?
The most tasties.
Yeah, he's like, the tasties of the tasties.
He
Exactly.
led Padme out to go and get murdered, I'd say. So the point on the Sith scale. As I said, a lot of garbage between Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones. I don't know what the fuck I read there, but that was it.
I
It
just
was
don't know.
important.
I don't
canon. I'm
know.
happy that they inserted that into.
I don't know how you think that's garbage. That might be my favorite story so far.
I bet it is. If only
What about-
Strono Tugs were in it.
Oh, fuck me.
What about So Shiny Day Blob Ball sounds like garbage to you, Brian? I don't understand.
I agree.
Honestly, early frontrunner for the Strono Tugs Award.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, shit. That might be true.
All right.
Let's
Gotta say, my number one piece of media for season 2 so far.
Raiders
I don't know,
of the
I like
Lost
the story
Gundark.
about the fish with the
Clever
baby.
name, maybe.
Maybe.
Age of Republic. We're gonna get 3 Age of Republic stories, not Age of the Republic. Remember these jokes from season 1? You guys have been listening.
Who, me?
So we get an Obi-Wan comic. We're gonna get a Jango Fett comic. We're gonna get a Count Dooku comic. Exciting times.
Is that the big 3?
The big 3.
Where do you play him? Where do you play him on the floor?
We're bringing it back to season 1, baby.
I think.
I think. Go ahead.
No. You go first.
I'm gonna say Jango Fett's gonna be like my swing guy. He's gonna be like the small
Yeah,
forward.
that's what I was thinking. Count Dooku's absolutely a stretch.
Stretch 4.
Stretch
You think?
4.
I was thinking Dooku more like a point guard. I feel like he's got some devious manipulation
Are you
shit
not
going
gonna let
on.
Obi-Wan run the point though?
I was gonna
think-
have Obi-Wan run the point.
I don't know. I feel like Dooku
Obi-Wan's
is
my guard.
more,
In
he's more
this-
like Rondo. He's
in
got
this
like this
3-on-3.
maniacal.
In this 3-on-3 though, you don't think Dooku's the stretch 4? Then where are you putting Obi-Wan if Dooku's running the point?
Obi-Wan's gonna be undersized down low.
I'm not saying
Yeah, he's
Dooku doesn't
undersized.
have the attributes to run the point, I'm saying as
Yeah,
a 3.
I think you're right. Yeah, I think it goes. Yeah, it's got to be Obi-Wan, Jango as the swing, and then Dooku as the stretch 4 or 5. He's taking the tip, you know.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I mean,
okay.
how tall is Dooku?
Yo, we should
Tall
look
enough.
up stats.
Yeah, I know.
What's up?
What's his weight and height? Got to get the stats up there.
Yeah, what's his vertical?
Dooku
Pretty fucking high.
can get up. I promise you.
He's winning that tip 9 times out of 10.
Yeah.
Anyway, Obi-Wan Kenobi on his mission is the name of this comic. He's hanging out with Anakin. I tried to judge his age just by the drawing. He's a early teen or a tween maybe. And
like he is the entire time?
Basically. He's chilling out. He's meditating with basically these like 5 or 6 year olds because he's behind. He's too old to start. Obi-Wan's like, oh yeah, Anakin's fucking excelling. He's, making these rocks float in the air, sitting cross-legged as Jedi do.
Mm-hmm. Do you get vibes from Obi-Wan early on that he's like, yeah, Anakin is strong as shit, like he's someone to keep an eye on? Or is he like, yeah, he's pretty strong, but whatever? Like, does he have that kind of foresight to be like, yeah, this kid is strong, but he's like, oh shit, we gotta like keep an eye on him strong?
He's not like, oh shit, we gotta keep an eye on him. He's just like, oh damn, maybe Qui-Gon was onto something.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, this kid is pretty strong with the Force.
True.
So
Yep.
Sorry, I'm watching Wes eat a whole bowl of something.
Yeah, Wes is going to town on that thing.
Incredibly distracting.
That was soup. You guys like that?
Yeah.
I figured.
I can't quite keep my eye on him though.
Let's put on a soup show tonight. I was like, you know what the fans have been clamoring for? I've been getting a lot of fan mail, and it's
they keep saying soup kid's afraid to eat his soup.
Yeah,
I assumed they meant you are soup kid.
Dude, I'm definitely soup kid, and I eat soup every time after the podcast. But like, that's a well-known fact about me. And they were like, "Why don't you eat it during the show?"
You and Daryl, right?
Well, and you know what always translates great to
me. Good night.
Medium is eating and eating noises. So
yeah.
I didn't hear many eating noises, just clanking of silverware in a bowl.
Hey man, I think that qualifies as an eating noise.
You're a dick.
We ran a poll, and there was a word cloud that associated with Wes, and professional was number 1.
That seems accurate.
I have seen that word cloud. We should post that link in the Discord.
I'm selling it as a T-shirt, actually. Wes's word cloud.
Nice. Yeah, that's awesome.
Subscribe to the Patreon to see Wes's word cloud.
I know. Yeah, if you donate $10 a month to our Patreon, you'll get a free T-shirt.
Worth it. I'll sign the T-shirt.
He'll write more words in the word cloud than there were to start with.
Yeah, I'll put my own words in. I know words.
So Obi-Wan's sitting there like, oh man, I became a Jedi Master pretty quickly. Now I've got a Padawan. Wish Qui-Gon were here. And
Aww.
Yeah. Real
sad. He's just like hanging his head. Like, things are going so great, but I really
Anakin's like, look at the rocks. Obi-Wan's like, cool, Anakin.
Yeah, he's like kicking rocks like over in the corner with like his hands in his robes. Like, yeah, that's pretty cool, but I wish Qui-Gon were here.
So Obi-Wan's interrupted about a mission on Dalinor, not important. There's an archaeological team that thinks they've discovered a Jedi holocron. Will be important once we get past Attack of the Clones. So Obi-Wan's like, cool, Anakin, you stay here. I'm going to go investigate. And Yoda's like, why aren't you bringing your fucking 14-year-old's Padawan or however old he is?
Yeah, you can't just leave him fucking here.
And Obi-Wan's
daycare, Obi-Wan. It's not a fucking daycare. Yoda's like, I'm not feeding him. I'm not bathing him. That's your fucking job, bro.
Owen's like, no, he's going to hang out with the younglings. It'll be fine. Yoda says, yeah, but you should probably get him out of this temple at some point, because he's getting pretty fucking old, and I don't want him around these kids, because he's kind of a fucking weirdo. He doesn't really say that exactly, but that's the vibe we're getting.
Like
is
pedophile weirdo, or
no, like it's weird having
like no.
it's weird having someone that old around who is at that point in their training.
Yeah, he's like, don't worry, don't mind the 5 o'clock shadow. I'm a kid just like you.
Yeah. Guy with like it's like the birth certificate or whatever, and it just says I am 12. Like
He's sitting in the desk. He doesn't even fit in. He has a full beard, and the teacher's like, "All right, Anakin, what's the answer?" And he's like, "The Force." And all the other kids laugh at him, and look at him, and he's just he's all fucking distraught. I'd watch that movie.
What's the answer, Anakin? The Force.
I don't know. And he's writing on the desk, and it's like, "School sucks."
like, and yes, tall Morty, what is the answer? And he's like, oh, school sucks.
At least 30.
Yeah.
You're right. It is at least 30. You should teach the class.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what the recipe is for concentrated dark matter? Anyway, so Anakin.
We're doing a bit. We're doing a bit.
Over here a bit.
Oh man, that makes me nauseous. You guys both waving your arms saying you're doing a bit.
And talking at the same time.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, man,
You're welcome.
So Yoda's like, he's never going to be ready to be a Jedi if you don't let him leave. Obi-Wan's like, all right, fine, I'll take him with me. They have a weird fight on the trip there.
Sure.
Anakin's clearly getting pretty angsty. We'll talk about this more in the future.
Anakin's angsty?
Anakin is angsty. Basically, Anakin's like, hey, do you remember not being a Jedi? Obi-Wan's like, nope, I was taken as a infant like all the other Jedi except you.
You freaking weirdo.
You fucking weirdo.
How you doing in Force class? And he's like, I got another D. He's like, you have to apply yourself. He's like, I know, but all the other kids make
You're not
fun
my
of you
dad.
big. You're not my real dad.
Qui-Gon's my real dad. He's like, no, he's not.
I never met my real dad. And why haven't we taken my mom out of slavery yet? Why don't we just sit around kicking rocks? I hate it here.
This house is a prison. Anyway, so
Doing a bit.
Anakin fights with Obi-Wan. He's like, oh man, the council didn't want to train me. So obviously I fucking suck. And he slams the door, storms out of the cockpit. Obi-Wan's like, ah, shit, I'm a bad master. Which is kind of similar to how Qui-Gon felt. Qui-Gon felt he was failing Obi-Wan. So that's kind of a interesting dynamic there.
Jedi's have self-confidence issues going on.
I'm just
man.
fucking scraping the bottom of the barrel for these comics I've read, I'll be honest.
No, I assume.
Anywho, they get to the planet. They find the archaeologist. They're like, oh, thank God you're here. These pirates have been really giving me a fucking hard time about this holocron.
Always pirates. It's always
Goddamn rapscallions, right, Wes?
Fuck you, bro.
Wes, just talk about how much you love scallions. I mean, it's okay.
I do love scallions the whole time. they're like a top 5 vegetable.
How do you guys feel about shallots?
Correct, but
Aren't shallots just like white scallions?
They're more like tiny onions.
Yeah.
Which isn't the same thing as scallions.
No.
Scallion is more
like a small onion.
Green. Well,
no, they're long green onions, aren't they?
Yeah,
but all onions are the same. You know what is like onions? Ogres.
They've got layers.
But why don't you say something that everybody likes, like parfaits? You ever meet somebody say want to get a parfait? They say no, parfait. Parfait's delicious.
I don't know what movie that is.
Early front runner for impression of the season.
My favorite one so far, I gotta say.
Fuck, I hope not.
What's his Eddie Murphy impression?
What's his totally appropriate Eddie Murphy impression?
Oh man, remember that time that you said Eddie Murphy and drool all over yourself?
I do. Shit. Eddie Murphy. You guys called it a Huffnagel.
Yeah.
Listen to last episode if you want more background.
Yep. Eddie Murphy. Classic Wes.
So they pirates show up. They're like,
Yeah.
maybe we want this holocron. We don't know what it is. And Obi-Wan's like, nah, you're not getting this holocron. I've got this lightsaber. And the pirate says, well, I kind of want that lightsaber now. Get 'em, boys. Obi-Wan slices up these pirates.
Better get to stepping.
Get 'em, boys. He does a little switchblade, and they all snap at him. With the pirate gang.
They'll pop their fucking collars.
Get 'em, boys. Put the leather jackets on, go outside, and they're like, yeah, I'd watch that.
Of course, who wouldn't?
Blind people.
They can't. Not that they won't.
So the head pirate grabs Anakin and is just like, hi, I've got your small child. What are you going to do now?
Got your boy.
It's like, you're not my father.
We got your boy.
My boy.
Give me back my boy.
Obi-Wan's like, hey. Wave your arms. You still doing a bit?
We got your boy.
Oh man, big kickoff to season 2. Really
Still
went
don't
off
get the
rails.
reference, but I'm just laughing.
I don't think it's anything. I'm pretty
Sure that for sure is, but
It sounds familiar, right? It sounds
You
familiar.
seemed
Like I'm
really excited about We Got Your Boy.
I liked it. We got your boy. Oh, you know what it is? We got your friend. Hey, we got your friend.
Of course.
We got your boy. It's the same thing.
So the head pirate's got Obi-Wan's boy.
He's like, that's not my boy.
He's like, you don't have to do this. He's like, yeah, but I want your sword. And Obi-Wan picks up some rocks and throws them at the back of his head. It's fine. Anakin escapes. Anakin's like, hey, sorry, I wasn't ready. Obi-Wan's like, no, it was me who wasn't ready.
Bum, bum, bum.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Obi-Wan's like, hey, if I couldn't save Qui-Gon from a Sith, how could I save a Padawan?
From a pirate.
Anakin says, well, we gotta save each other.
Oh man, is this a love story?
Basically. So comic ends, Obi-Wan says, oh, I've made a promise to this Padawan, and I will never fail him again.
Except for the big time that he
Dun,
does.
dun, dun.
Yeah.
That's foreshadowing to when he totally fails him.
So at the end of these Age of Republic comics, there's usually a little excerpt about some, background info on the character, or maybe some George Lucas quotes. So we got some cool stuff. George Lucas decided Obi-Wan was from the planet Stu-John.
Ooh.
Which was named after Jon Stewart, the former host of The Daily Show.
Oh, not the race car driver?
Not the race car driver.
Or the guy that makes the soda?
Or that
Martha
one.
Stewart?
Named after Jon Stewart. In the original script, Obi-Wan survived through Return of the Jedi. But George Lucas decided to kill him because it would be way cooler.
Be totally cool as shit. No, I'm not like. I think looking back, in retrospect now, having Obi-Wan dying and whatever, I feel like that's a huge kind of essential part of New Hope.
Yeah,
but
definitely.
I think
I like how he wrote 3 movies, he planned on a trilogy.
Well, and I think having listened to a lot of stuff about the production of the original trilogy and how many kind of crazy ideas for shit that George Lucas had, that his wife had a hand in being all right, George, you gotta fucking tone some of these things down.
Really?
Time to dial it back, Jorge.
Yeah, well, and I think it's interesting that
Jorge.
That was kind of his call. That was something that was actually a pretty essential story beat kind of in the original, and something that the original trilogy wouldn't be the same without Obi-Wan dying, the Force Ghost Obi-Wan. I think all those things are pretty important images. Obi-Wan's fight with Vader in New Hope is one of the most famous scenes I think in that movie.
Yeah,
I don't know if I can think of one that's more famous. Maybe them getting the Presidential Medal of Honor or whatever at the end.
I think the most famous scene is when they're playing the weird chess game.
Dude, when I went to Disney earlier in January and went to Star Wars Land or whatever, and did the little Han Solo whatever fucking nonsense ride that is. But the best part is just going into the Millennium Falcon, and they have the chessboard. Like, that room is all exactly like as it is. Some fucking lady was leaning on the chessboard, and I'm like, you're ruining the moment for everyone.
Literally, what the fuck?
Yeah, stop leaning on the props, lady.
Then you take out your lightsaber and cut her down.
Like
Not just her, the women
she
and
was.
I beat her in chess, and then she was banished.
To the Shadow Realm.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you so far away?
I was going to say, Brian's shouting into the mic from across the
Brian's
room.
like, Shadow Realm! Say Shadow Realm!
It's a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. Yeah.
I don't know.
It's the heart of the cards, Brian.
If you want to know why I'm shouting across the room, you'll have to watch the Twitch Prost show. You know,
Prost. Oh, Prost of Coast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, sometimes.
Oh, you guys are the best co-hosts.
Laugh.
All right.
You mean co-Prosts?
Co-bros.
All right, bros.
Next,
Number one
Jango
bro.
Fett, the most unnecessary character of the Star Wars universe.
That's not true.
That cannot be the case.
That's why I said it. Let's hear it out.
Dude. I don't know. I see. The problem is that more useless characters. I can't think of them because they're so useless.
The guy who wants to sell death sticks, he's useless.
But is he unnecessary?
Dude, Benicio del Toro in The Last Jedi.
He was in that.
Yes.
What does
He's
he
the
play?
guy who fucking betrays them
He's
in
the
the
code
thing that was
cracker.
completely unnecessary. Yes, code breaker, dumbass. That whole shit was complete. That entire plotline was
Maz
unnecessary.
Kanata is like, there's only one person who could break all these codes, and he's got this fucking red flower on his chest.
Yeah,
And they don't
like,
find
who?
him, but there's also this guy in the jail they went into who could also break all the codes.
Yeah, who happens to also useless.
I didn't like it.
I don't think anyone liked Last Jedi.
Yeah, how many
Except
times
critics, for some reason.
And they're like, this movie's a masterpiece, and I'm like, masterpiece of shit.
So Jango Fett's comic is titled Training.
Ooh.
Yep.
I can feel the electricity coming off of this one.
What do you think it's about?
I'm gonna say it's about a big battle or something. I'm excited.
Complacency.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's about complacency.
It's about preparation.
Correct.
Oh man, with like preparation H?
Not quite.
Are you sure?
I mean, similar ideas.
So, we open up this comic. There are 3 bounty hunters sitting in a pub waiting for Jango Fett to arrive. They're talking about his career.
Jango Fett's career?
Yeah, Jango Fett's career as a bounty hunter.
Does he have like stats that we could
Probably. I mean,
Is
they're
Christoph
not.
Waltz like
nothing's
hanging out in there with him too?
Yeah, nothing's official, but they're like, you know, wait, and they know who they're about to work with. His name carries weight.
Yeah, he's important. It's like oh man, we just signed LeBron.
So is Christoph Waltz in the pub with Django or no? Are they
That's pretty
are
good.
they drinking? Talking about
I was gonna do a Django Fett joke a little bit later, but I'm glad that
I
you
made a
did it now,
Jango
so I'll
Fett
have
or Jango joke earlier today, didn't I?
to. No,
I don't know.
So
I wasn't
he's
with
got
you
a
earlier
big client, Jango Fett, and they're talking about
Is
it.
that
They're
it?
like, what?
I thought that was a joke. I was like,
Is that a you? Is that a sex
I was like,
euphemism?
and then you pause. You're like, he's got a big client, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's the follow up to the joke? And you're like, so his client is. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting.
He actually is a big client. They're
Wink.
like, oh man, apparently he's getting paid a shit ton to basically do nothing. Why is he still taking these jobs? Why is he taking a job with these, these small bounty hunters? We've just got to go get this rich guy's daughter and take her back alive.
Oh my god, is this taken?
Honestly, I was leaning towards a Taken joke in my intro, but because the Jar Jar comic had an Indiana Jones joke, I just kept going with it.
Yeah, I appreciate the consistency with that for sure.
I make those intro jokes for Aaron, not Wes.
Oh yeah, no, I hate them all.
Because Wes explicitly says that he does not appreciate them.
He's like, can Brian stop with his weird intros?
Not the shit, Brian.
I'm like,
That's a direct Wes quote.
Yeah, that is true.
So Django shows up with like, 5 to 10-year-old Boba Fett. Maybe 12. Nobody knows. It's a comic drawing of a child. And
between the ages of 8 and 13.
The other three are like, why do you have a child with you? And Django says, well, this is my son. He's
my
here
boy.
for
My boy! That's my boy!
What have they done to my boy?
No, it is from something. It's his boy dies, and he's like, my boy!
It's the Godfather.
You know
they
what? Oh, man. Look how they massacred my boy.
My boy. Yeah, it's the Godfather.
No, it's something else.
I'm pretty sure it's that.
No, see, what you're sounding like, Wes, is that 1-800-CONTACTS commercial with my brand.
My brand.
Look with your special eyes.
It's my boy!
It's my brand!
Boy! My special boy! No,
it's a little bit Daniel Plainview from There Will Be Blood or whatever.
I agree.
There most definitely will not be blood.
He's like, I killed my it might be that, Wes. It might be him in There Will Be Blood when he's yelling about when he makes his son deaf.
It's my boy.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't remember. I mean, it's gonna bother me for the rest of my life.
Lieutenant Bastian, right in.
Yeah,
we haven't heard from you in a while. We
since episode 1 for some reason.
Somebody with a name very similar to that came up on my Facebook friend suggestions, and I was like,
"You're like fuck off, Facebook."
And he was like 45 years old and had no affiliation with any of my friends, and I was like,
"That's him. That's definitely him."
It's Colonel Bastian. You're like,
And I was like, that seems familiar.
My father's name is Lieutenant Bastian. I'm Colonel. Anyone who knows military ranks, Lieutenant Bastian, right in.
Yeah, Lieutenant Bastian. Tell us if that joke is funny.
Please let us know if you appreciate that joke.
Yeah, thank you. All right. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure that's There Will Be Blood, dude.
So they show up with these low-level bounty hunters. Boba's like, dude, why the fuck are we working with these scum? We're fucking big shot bounty hunters. Django.
It's Harry Potter.
Is it?
Remember when they kill Cedric and he shows up and his dad's there and he's like, "That's my boy! It's my son!" Yeah, there you go, guys.
I don't know.
Was that really your fucking reference?
Yep, it's a Harry Potter 4 reference, Goblet of Fire.
You're quoting Cedric Diggory's dad.
Name one more unnecessary character.
All right,
father.
This has been Cannonball's podcast. Who's got the sign off?
And as we always say on Cannonball's podcast,
my boy. Oh, nice.
What's his name? I bet his dad's name is like Cecil Diggory.
Oh, probably. Like Cecil
Senior.
Oh man.
Oh fuck! I'm so happy, you guys. I was like racking my brain. Yeah, I'll send you guys the clip later on.
Yeah.
I'll edit it in here. Go to the YouTube channel.
Yo, that'd be awesome.
Timestamp of 4278.
That's already too long.
4278. Got it.
Excellent year.
All right.
Excellent year.
So Django shows up with Boba, 3 bounty hunters. You guys know.
Yep.
Django tells him the lesson of this is the unknown. We don't know who we're working with, what they're gonna do. You gotta think on your goddamn fucking toes.
Does he say it just like that?
I like his lesson is like, you need to know that you know nothing. Like, oh, okay.
He's like, see, what you've learned today is that you can learn nothing.
Yeah.
He's like, what?
What can happen is anything can happen. Like, oh, thanks.
We get a flashback.
Fuck.
The moons of Bogdan. There's a
Bogdan.
third string Liverpool goalie named
Bogdan
Adam
Bogdanovic?
Bogdan. Anyway,
I think you're talking about the really tall guy.
yeah.
Boban?
And it's Count Dooku recruiting Django to be cloned.
Oh fuck! Which
Yeah.
Django though?
Django
Oh,
Unchained.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Jamie
What's his
Foxx
last?
is going for
What's
a
his
choice
last
card.
name? Does he have a last name?
That
It's Unchained.
I like Fett. Top 5 Django's Unchained and Fett. Is his last name Unchained?
so
Yeah, I'm pretty
basically, Dooku.
I'm pretty sure that's the title. No, you're right. When you're right, you're right.
First name Django, last name Unchained.
Look it up.
Look it up.
Tell us more about these Japanese fans and them killing people. Genuinely.
Oh, me? Is that what? Oh, fuck. Okay. Is that?
Are you doing a bit?
I was trying to figure out the other day.
I'm waving my arms for the Weston errands of the viewers who cannot see me on the webcam.
That's funny.
Wait, you don't actually have a follow-up to Japanese fans killing people?
No, I do. So, yeah, there was this crazy, like, urban legend in Japan about how fans would, like, fall on people and kill them, and it's, like, this massively, like, I don't know. It's a pretty popular thing. I don't know where I saw it, like, way back in the day, but
Japan.
Because Marty was talking to me. I was asking him about the podcast the other day, and he was talking to me about how I was talking about something about Japan, and he couldn't remember what it was. And I'm like, when the fuck were we talking about Japan? But it's Japan.
Ice cream.
Oh, fuck.
Marty, #1 fan?
Yeah, Marty, #1 fan. Just watch out. He might kill you.
Me?
I don't know. I don't know.
Somebody.
Anyway, so Django wants a legacy, and Dooku's like, yeah, sure, I guess we could give you a clone or something. Anyway, they find the daughter of the rich guy they're looking for, the bounty that they've signed up for. She's with her boyfriend. They're trying to run away. The group threatens the boyfriend, and we're
gonna break your kneecaps and beam you nuts to Mars if you don't leave her alone.
Immediately bails with that threat. The girl is like, oh, I don't want to go back to my dad. Is climbing over the railings and falls off the balcony. Django wasn't in that group threatening the boyfriend, and like jetpacks up and catches her. Everyone's like, whoa, that's why he's the fucking pro. He's the best.
Got that sick jetpack.
He's #1. He's #1.
Boba, they're walking back to the ship with the girl all tied up. Is like, hey, Dad, how'd you know that? And he goes, oh, you gotta trust your instincts. People make stupid decisions in desperate situations. And one of the other bounty hunters is like, yeah, you're right, and kidnaps Boba Fett.
That's my boy!
That's my boy.
That's my boy, my son!
Cecil Diggory pops in.
Cecil starts screaming in his face. My boy.
That's my boy!
And he's like, oh, yeah, we're going to kill your fucking son unless you give us the girl. Don't you want to give us the girl? Django says, no. Good luck. And Boba Fett just fucking beats the fuck out of these other bounty hunters. Yeah. So, Django leaves Boba to do his own thing. Boba kills 2 out of the 3 bounty hunters. And Django is like, oh, yeah, you killed 2 of the 3. What was that all about? And he goes, oh, I left one alive so he could tell the story of what happened today. So they know not to fuck with me.
Tell your friends.
Basically. So Boba comes out like a badass. Django is, I don't know, weird in the story. He's a bit unchained.
Seems like it. I like
Django
he's like, I left one alive so he could tell his friends. Tell your friends what you saw here today.
Yeah. Any thoughts about this one? There wasn't much in the aftermath. Basically, we know Django's not an actual person from Mandalore.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it.
Yeah, again, like one thing that I think has been a common theme throughout a fair amount of this canon stuff is like, what's it adding? Like, and I think that's well, but that's then why? Like,
No,
and again,
wait,
I
just
know, like
you gotta
you're
wait.
not
You gotta
gonna
wait.
give me the answer, but
You gotta wait till the end of the movies.
I guess yeah, I have to
When
watch
it all,
all the movies first.
yeah, when it all ties together. When you're like that boyfriend ended up being Darth Vader.
Oh shit! Spoiler. Sorry to everyone who hasn't
And
seen
you're
the
like,
movies yet.
fuck, that doesn't make any sense, but I guess it's
Boyfriend
true.
Darth Vader.
Yeah. They were
Let's
like, we're
talk
gonna
about my
threaten you.
boy Count Dooku,
The Dukes,
Darth
My boy.
Tyrannus, as no one calls him.
as no one calls him. That is true. Like,
That's his actual name.
no, I know. Like, why he's like, no, Dooku. Like,
He's like, yeah, but I'm also a count, so that takes precedence over.
Well, he's the Count
Sith
of
life.
Sereno,
yeah,
Okay.
Count Dooku.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
his Sith name's Darth Tyrannus, and I think Attack of the Clones starts
Badass
off
Sith
talking
name,
about
like-
Darth Tyrannus, and everyone's like, "Who's Darth Tyrannus?"
and Dooku's
And
like,
George Lucas is like, "Don't worry, I won't ever refer to him as that in actual dialogue."
Yeah. Yeah, I'd want to be like Esquire Wes.
Well, it's weird because Darth Tyrannus is like a pretty cool.
Yeah. Honestly, he's way more badass as Darth Tyrannus than
Yeah,
I'll
Count
be like
Dooku.
Darth Pupa, but you guys are gonna call me Esquire Wes.
Darth Pupa, like a
Yeah.
larva.
Yeah.
No, like
My
a
name.
pupa.
I like it. Oh shit.
He's in his
No.
chrysalis.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'd be my name because I'm about to fucking butterfly all over your ass.
Yeah. About to metamorphosize all your bitch asses.
You about to be metamorphosized, dog, and that's what I talk like.
Yeah.
It's metamorphin time.
Yeah.
Metamorphin Power Rangers. Doing a bit.
Rangers. Oh man, that's 2 Zordon references. 2 weeks
Oh,
in
and
a row.
Brian with the Zordon impression.
Welcome to
Looping to my
Power
number one
Balls,
impression
Ranger
of-
Balls.
Yeah.
Oh, Ranger balls. You know what's bullshit is that you only get like 20 Ranger balls, and you go out in that park.
You're
And
right.
you only got like 15 minutes.
It's like, do you want to throw a rock at this one or throw some food at it? And you're like, I'll throw some food. They're like, sorry, it ran away.
I'm like, I'll hit the
Like,
face with a
all right,
rock.
next time
They're
I'll
like,
throw
"Oh."
a rock. Do you want to throw a rock at it? No, sorry, it ran away.
I'm like, can I throw a Ranger ball? They're like, yeah, but it's not gonna work.
Yeah, it didn't work. Sorry, couldn't catch
It
it.
ran away.
You
Yeah.
should try rocks or food.
Yeah, you should throw
Yeah, let
more
me try to
rocks
catch
at
it
it.
in this rock.
Yeah, it's like you throw a rock at it, it's gonna get mad, but it makes it better somehow.
Yeah.
And you're like, that stands to reason.
It's angry, so it's gonna sit there and be pissed off at you while you throw other balls at it.
Yeah, where you
Throw a
throw more
water
garbage
ball.
at it. Give him the... throw a water ball at him.
Yeah, I was gonna say Brian's gonna tie it in.
Oh yeah, I was. Oh man, I was nervous we weren't going to.
Okay, thank goodness. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have to address our listening public again, or rather you. Yeah, it's a tough thing to bear, but we won't digress any further on that.
It's my boy.
I was gonna try to sit in a elongated pause and see what happened, but thank you, Cecil, for chiming in.
I couldn't help it.
So Count Dooku's comic is called The Cost.
Oh fuck.
Yep.
I wonder what it's about. Does he go shopping?
For danger?
Maybe.
No.
Or maybe shopping for things.
Lightsabers.
So Count
Oh,
Dooku
like
goes
this.
to a planet called Sullust, and his plan is to forge an alliance with people in the Outer Rim.
Smart.
Obviously, on behalf of Darth Sidious, aka Palpatine, aka Big Daddy Palps,
One more.
aka Quarshi's
Meatbag.
meatbag.
That's not it. Never mind. Well, you know what? Never mind. One less.
Fewer.
So he his plan is to pretend he's trying to negotiate with a corporation on this planet, but it's a ruse. He's there for other reasons. But while he's there,
you big dumb idiot.
While he's there, he's recognized by another Jedi who's basically a Khajiit from Elder Scrolls.
I thought I thought in the notes you wrote that it says that he is a Khajiit or whatever, and I was like, damn, I didn't realize that was from like the Star Wars universe that they like stole that, but
it's not.
It's not.
Khajiit would like to show you his wares.
Yeah. Khajiit were okay. You know who's the worst?
Argonians. Wes hates Argonians.
You hate Argonians? That's pretty racist, dude.
Yeah, I can't even help it. I know it's super racist, but fuck Argon. Every time I see them, I'd slaughter all the Argonians I could find. Somebody's like, I'm going to lose my job at the fishery. I'm like, you're going to lose your life at the fishery. And there goes, is that your family? Is that your Argonian family? Murdered! And not just the men, the women, the children. I killed them all.
Your Skyrim fantasy was genocide. that was the life you lived out was genocidal maniac. So like you can go to you can be a wizard, a thieves, you can go to Winterfell, not fucking Winterfell.
Todd Howard's like, oh man, you could be anything you want in Skyrim. You could grow some plants. You could be an alchemist. Wes is like, I commit genocide on all Argonians.
I was like, you know what would be fun to wipe out the entire Argonian race.
Well, in the Elder Scrolls lore, dark elves have enslaved Argonians. Did you play as a dark elf and kill the Argonians, or?
No, I think I was a Nord.
Nords are racist to begin with.
Yeah, every class is racist.
Probably.
Except Khajiit. So this Jedi even has a Khajiit name. It's JAK''ZIN, Jaqzin.
Oh, Jaqzin.
It seems like it, because Elder Scrolls has existed for more years than this comic book.
Yep.
Yeah, like just even like Morrowind and stuff, like the more recent iterations of it are quite old. Like,
yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
There's Daggerfall, there's Arena, like Khajiit have existed a lot longer. Yeah. So this humanoid tiger named Jaqzin is a Jedi. Cool. Dooku, or he recognizes Dooku. He's like, oh man, I know you, Master Dooku. You, I really liked your lightsaber battles. You probably don't know me. He's like, yeah, I don't know you, fucking fool. But would you like to be the moderator of these bullshit negotiations? He goes, bullshit negotiations? Dooku says, no, I just meant negotiations. Come along.
Yeah.
So, they are negotiating. Dooku's trying to figure out why Jaqzin's here. And he is trying to hunt down this crime syndicate that Dooku's actually trying to recruit on behalf of Sidious.
Fuck, that's like a 2-for-1 deal.
Damn right. So Dooku convinces... Oh, tell me more about 2-for-1 deals, Wes.
It's like a Sophie's Choice.
Yeah, it's
like when Owen Wilson in Around the World in 80 Days.
It's like an Amanda Bynes' Choice of movies. Where I'm like, oh man, I wish my dad wasn't stuck in a hot air balloon. Either your dad's in a hot air balloon or you got to be friends with a tiger person. You're like, fuck, that really is a Moody's choice.
All right, so Dooku convinces Jaqzin to let him tag along because Obi-Wan says, oh man, I feel really guilty about Qui-Gon dying because I wasn't there. Just let me come along and hunt this crime syndicate. So they hunt down the thugs and a few kind of brutes, kind of just bodyguard people attack Jaqzin. And Dooku breaks out his red lightsaber. And Jaqzin's like, huh, what the?
Wait a minute. Yeah.
Huh?
They fight off the guards.
And that's the end of the comic.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Dooku kills Jaqzin.
What? Why?
What a twist.
Who saw that coming?
He's like, with me to die. I'm for death.
Dooku tells the remaining guards, hey, you work for Lord Sidious now. They're like, all right, cool. Don't know who that is, but sounds good.
Yeah, all right,
Yeah.
just send me an email.
Dooku just
add
kind
me to
of...
the group chat.
Yeah, like, okay. Like, what do you want me to do?
Add you
He's
to
like,
the
I don't know.
WhatsApp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, just throw our names in the WhatsApp. Here's my number.
Dooku has a little reflection. He says, a gang of weapons dealers here, a gang of pirates there. Every little bit counts to win over the Outer Rim to help Sidious and Palpatine. Sidious/Palpatine, not Sidious and Palpatine.
I was like, is he dumb too?
Yeah.
He is
like,
not dumb. He
no.
knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, he's like, I've never seen Sidious and Palpatine in the same room, but I know they work together.
But
That'd be
so he's dark side now, but he believes he is helping the Outer Rim. Is Dooku's struggle. If Dooku's telling the story of Star Wars, he's like, oh, I'm the good guy.
Yeah, he's the hero.
The Republic is corrupt. It's run by corporations. The Outer Rim is underrepresented. I've got this guy who, probably not a good guy named Palpatine, but I'm helping all these planets.
Yeah,
who
he's
are
like,
just like me from the Outer Rim.
Would you rather have somebody that's a politician or Donald Trump in charge?
They're like,
Yes.
Trump.
Dooku's running Donald Trump's campaign, thinking he's doing the right thing.
He's like, it's gonna be good because this guy's crazy.
Yeah, he's gonna totally switch things up. They're like, okay.
You know, the Outer Rim needs a nice shakeup, and you know who's gonna do it? Donald Palpatine.
Donald Palpatine Trump.
Yep.
Donald Big Daddy Palps Trump.
Darth Trump.
Darth. Menacing.
It really is. All right, boys, that was 3 comics that have no significance.
Ooh, the 3 comics of no significance. I played that game.
Question. Oh, The Lampshade of No Real Significance from Newgrounds.com.
Hey,
that's
Today's episode has been brought to you by Newgrounds.com.
Actually, shout out to Newgrounds because I just recently saw that Adobe is no longer supporting Flash as of the end of 2020. So all of those games like Addicting Games, Newgrounds, all that shit.
Homestar Runner's not going to work.
E-Bombs World, all that shit is dead. Like at the end of this year, which is actually like, I mean, that's a fucking era of the internet.
I hope some rogue programmer is going to come in that can convert all these things that are running on Flash to basically Flash, but not.
Yeah.
Because, like, if these don't exist, what are we going to do? You know?
Remember
that Arrow game? It was like...
Yeah, dude, Arrow?
Yes.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not it.
No, it's not it. Bowman, maybe?
Yeah, it might be. Stick Bowman.
Wes, what's your favorite Flash video or game? Go. Besides Lampshade of No Real Significance.
Flash Gordon.
Okay.
Flash. Gotta scream. So you scare him away with all the loud noises.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't play a lot of Flash games.
Yeah.
I have a real.
You didn't play Flash games when you were a kid?
No, I did, but then my dad was like, "He can't take your dick out in public anymore."
Yeah, he's like, "Stop flashing! Stop playing those Flash games."
Stop playing those Flash games. You like it?
I like it.
I wish you guys
I would
could see
never
my
do-
face.
I
I
was
would
like,
never
guys,
do one of your jokes, Wes.
you guys want to buy some watches? And they're like,
Yeah.
"What? Why is he wearing a trench coat?" Also, fuck you, Aaron.
Also, why are the watches on your dick?
Yeah.
That's where they tell time.
He's got 3 or
Tell
4.
what
of them
time
on
it
his
is,
wrist.
Wesley.
Dick tie.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Flash game. What about you, Aaron? What's your favorite Flash game?
Your favorite Flash game is Dick Time? I don't remember playing that one.
That was close.
Oh, man. Hey,
Everyone at the end of my stream. That's
our
everybody.
audio listeners, go to the YouTube channel. I think we're at 7842, and Wes spit takes.
Yeah.
That was real rough, guys.
He nearly ended his stream and started another.
Yeah.
Boo.
For your own joke?
My favorite Flash game. I always liked the nonsense like murdery ones, or like the one where you got to like fuck up the little doll. The what the hell was that called?
You're
The
sadistic
little
Yeah, like it was like the
thing.
ragdoll physics.
Yeah,
you
I
gotta
know
like shake
exactly
it
what you're
around and
talking about.
stuff.
You could
like-
unlike grenades and stuff and drop it on
Yeah, you
them.
could get like an M16 and just shoot them a
It's
thousand
like
times.
Buddy
and
or
you just-
something, like Flash
Yeah.
Buddy. Flash Buddy.
That's-
Is that it?
yeah,
Whoa.
it's something pretty close to that for sure.
Because you're a sadistic fuck. That's fine.
No, just because I like violence without consequences.
Jesus Christ.
I want to make a thumbnail that's just me making weird faces at shit you guys said today. That's going to be our thumbnail for this YouTube episode.
Were they good? Did you make some good faces?
My faces or what you guys said?
Brian's got a big face.
both.
He's got a lot of them.
I've got some inflexibility known as Huffnagel syndrome.
It's not real, but that's
Of course,
okay.
we've referred to this already on the podcast, I believe.
So my Flash game
Yeah,
is
I
called
was curious.
Doubloon Disaster. It was a way to earn currency for my Neopet.
Oh, interesting. So yours was
Smart.
connected to like another.
Yeah.
So that was your very favorite, or that was?
I'd
the one
love
that
to
you
know how
played?
it's doing. I'm still paying child support for my Neopet.
How much longer?
They don't
They're
actually
18,
age
right?
is the problem, and with Flash
Yeah.
Player going away, it will never hit 18.
Oh, damn!
That sucks, man.
Sounds like you're stuck, bud.
Yeah, I could use a lawyer. So if you're
I
a
know a
lawyer,
couple.
write in so I can
I-
stop
I-
paying child support for my Neopet.
I know mostly bird law.
Yeah. Well versed.
Well versed in bird law.
All right, so next week we've got a Obi-Wan and Anakin graphic novel. That means 5 comics about
Oh.
Anakin and Obi-Wan.
Oh man,
feel
that's like 5 more comics.
You
than I wanna
heard
talk about.
the second
That's
of
5 more than I wanted.
You heard the second end of the 4 comics today and thought, wow, I could use more of that dynamic.
I was like, this sounds real good. We could definitely go with more of those.
Give me some of that. Well, tune in next week. Week after that, you remember Queen's Peril, which was Phantom Menace from the point of view of Padme?
Of course. That was our
This
number
next
one
Queen,
most
I don't
popular.
even- Honestly, it's probably up there.
Unfortunately.
E.K. Johnston tunes in again to tell us Attack of the Clones, probably, from the point of view of Padme. And then
Thanks, girl.
the actual best movie in the Star Wars universe,
The
Attack of
actual
the Clones,
factual number one.
Episode
Number
2.
2. Yeah, the number one, episode 2.
Who could forget when they won Enfield's Who Wants to Be a Hundredaire and won $90 and took it to Toys R Us and bought a clone transport ship from Lego? Attack of the Clones.
I remember.
I remember. Where's that transport ship now?
It's transporting.
Great question. I'd imagine with like a nephew or something. Same thing these 5-minute Star Wars stories are headed to.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. That you
Oh,
donate to your
Garbage.
family.
I think I missed your haikus. Did you guys come up with any?
I said mine.
Yeah, I did mine too.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, me
I'll
and
have to
Wes.
listen back.
Yeah. You were making another piece of toast.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And mine was actually about toast.
Hmm.
I
did-
did make a toast.
I love toast.
So, next week, Obi-Wan. Week after, Queens, whatever. Attack of the Clones. Then we're getting into some fun shit.
Yeah,
Clone
we are.
Wars TV show.
Wait, Are you saying this isn't the fun shit? Oh, man.
We're
It's
going to
gonna
be
get
adding
more
some
fun
special
than this.
guests. Maybe Daryl will get back from his balloon trip. Maybe.
I don't know how many days has it been. It's only been like a month. Oh, also,
Oh,
do you guys
it's
know
more
where
than
he
that.
is?
Aren't
Where
there-
he is now? Where
Are
is
there
he?
not 80 days in a month?
The month of July is 80 days.
I think he's in Milwaukee.
He swung back around. He made it across the Pacific. He's got to be getting close then, or did Hurricane whatever the fuck?
So I got this note from Daryl. He's in Milwaukee. Mm-hmm. No, I'm sorry, I misread that. It says Sydney, Australia.
common mistake.
Yeah, they're spelled pretty much the same.
He says, "Hey Brian, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking." I didn't ask. I'm in Sydney, Australia, but I stepped out of the balloon and I saw this shadow. I crawled back in, and everyone in Sydney is saying 8 more weeks of winter.
Oh man!
Did you just make a groundhog reference? Like Daryl is the groundhog?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Like he's
I like that Brian accurately threw out that technically they are in winter. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what Brian was thinking. He was like, "Let me make technical comparisons to where Australia is right now in their ecosystem."
In their ecosystem, you can't call me out and say where are they in their ecosystem, Wes?
Yeah, we can ignore that.
Why would you ignore that?
I'm not the one who conflated around the world in 80 days and Shanghai Noon / Shanghai Nights.
Dude,
so Owen Wilson plays Wilbur Wright in Around the World in 80 Days and is not involved at all.
What do you mean?
I don't know how much more I could add to that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So we're going to add a 4th guest when we watch Clone Wars, the series. Mm-hmm. And that's going to be an exciting time because, simple, watch, I think maybe half a season at a time is fair. What do you boys think?
That seems good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
All right, cool. We do this live on Twitch. You probably got like 45 minutes of a pre-show. Maybe you'll get 2 minutes of a post-show because I'm already hungover and have been through this podcast from my own birthday.
Yeah, congratulations.
Happy birthday, Wes.
Thanks, Aaron. Happy birthday. Let's everybody clap it up for Aaron. It's his birthday this week.
Oh, no, not too loud. Everyone have a sign-off?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I bet you are. As we always say, and don't forget to mute your mics after you do the thing you say so I can play Tudor's song. To end the Cannonballs podcast, Wesley.
I bet you guys are going to think it's, oh, my boy. But actually, as we always say, stepping on a Kraken, breaking your mother's backin.
All right, sign it off, boys.
Pull up. All craft, pull up.